Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 3rd of July 2024. Now so far as the global cryptocurrency market is concerned guys, the prices are pretty much the same. The matrix which I'm not liking guys is the volume in DeFi and decentralized exchanges, because look guys, when the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going down, the volume of DeFi and decentralized exchange should be increasing, isn't it? Unfortunately guys, we are not seeing that trend for the last 2 weeks, so we'll definitely go ahead and take a deep dive into the global cryptocurrency snapshot. Now in today's episode guys, we are going to be discussing a really massive news, and that is to do with Binance. Now what has happened is that the US judge, they have dismissed several claims by the SEC against Binance, but what is a bit interesting to note guys is that there is no clarity as to what is it that the SEC is requiring, particularly from Binance and also from stablecoin issuers. So in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and give in-depth information regarding this. Now look guys, the SEC going after Binance, I personally think it's definitely a political move. That is because CZ and Binance, they definitely did not save FTX, isn't it? Now look, so far Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX is concerned, they were heavily donating to the left-leaning regime of Biden. So I definitely do feel as a payback, they have gone after CZ and Binance. So look guys, so far as politics are concerned, they can directly and indirectly impact you in terrible ways, isn't it? So we'll very briefly touch base on that. Now regarding stablecoins guys, we do have 2 more news. The first one is regarding the largest stablecoin issuer, Tether USDT, and they have signed a Memorandum of Understanding with BTguru in Turkey. Now what I'm really liking guys regarding this Memorandum of Understanding is they are focusing on educating people with peer-to-peer technology, so we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this. Now look guys, so far stablecoins is concerned, me personally am definitely not a fan of stablecoins, because according to me, they're just replacing the role of a bank. That being said guys, stablecoins, they definitely have a lot of volumes, isn't it? But look guys, when you talk about peer-to-peer electronic cash system, stablecoin issuers, they're definitely peer-to-peer, but the biggest risk is that your funds can definitely be frozen at any point of time. So these are things you need to be aware about when you're dealing with stablecoins. Now the second news guys is also connected to stablecoin issuers, and that is to do with Paxos. Now they have gained approval for Singapore. Now look guys, so far as the Monetary Authority of Singapore is concerned, they are very proactive so far as Bitcoin cryptocurrency is concerned, and they're also proactive so far as central bank digital currency is concerned, isn't it? So we'll definitely take a deep dive into this. Now the final news guys is to do with the censorship king Jack Dorsey, and he out of all people is talking about free will and quite a lot of other crap. Now the reason why I wanted to talk about that in today's episode guys is because he has actually put out a statement that there is a possibility that Bitcoin could be a global currency within 15 years. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode, and like we do in every Crypto and Coffee a Day podcast, I will also be discussing 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is definitely positive one, and this is to do with a project called Israeli, and they have secured full operational license from RAGDAO, that is Russell Kmart Digital Asset Oasis. Now so far as Russell Kmart is concerned guys, for listeners outside of United Arab Emirates, you should know that it is one of the Emirates and part of United Arab Emirates. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news, because Lovely guys looks like they're revolutionizing social finance in United Arab Emirates. So I'll definitely go ahead and share my thoughts and opinion on it. Now the second news guys is a massive news, and that has been published by Sheikh Hamdan via his Twitter account. And what he actually tweeted is that Dubai will be hosting ICCV 2029, and it is the world's premier computer vision and AI conference, so definitely massive news, and I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv, And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, to be honest, guys, since the last 24 hours, not much is going on so far as the global cryptocurrency snapshot is concerned. But since the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 0.75%, and the total cryptocurrency market is at $2.31 trillion. Now, if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, guys, it is at $51.34 billion. As a matter of fact, since the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 15.58%. Now look, guys, so far as the volume in DeFi is concerned, and even decentralized exchanges, the numbers are definitely not looking good. DeFi's volume is only at $3.82 billion, and DeFi as of today is accounting for 6.45% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now let me know, guys, what are your reasons as to why the volume of DeFi is actually on a downtrend. Ideally speaking, guys, these numbers should be at least double or 3 times of what it is. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts as to why the volume in DeFi is on a downtrend. The only reason I can think of, guys, is so far as the user experience of decentralized finance is concerned, it is absolutely horrendous, isn't it? It is only nerds and geeks who can confidently state that they are really comfortable using decentralized finance. At least that is what I think. Now, so far as the volume is concerned, guys, it is only at $3.82 billion, and it is accounting for 6.45% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, so far as the total value locked is concerned, it is at $96.20 billion, and so far as the dominance is concerned, guys, Lido is dominating with $33.24 billion. And so far as decentralized exchange dominance is concerned, on Wednesday, guys, that is today, it is pumped up to 18.87%. Look, guys, this number is definitely not ideal. Now, prior to 2 weeks, guys, for almost 3 months in a row, decentralized exchange dominance used to be around the 20 to 27% mark, and what I used to like back then is that it used to be consistent on all the 7 days, but for some odd reason, guys, decentralized exchange dominance usually pumps up on Wednesdays, which I find is an absolute bizarre anomaly, isn't it? It could be possible, guys, a lot of protocols and centralized exchanges are going ahead and using it only on Wednesdays. Now, why they are doing that, I have absolutely no clue. Now, let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, guys, because the numbers are definitely not great, considering the fact, guys, that the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies aren't doing that best either, isn't it? Ideally speaking, guys, these numbers should be pumping up, and then, guys, what we need to do is we need to compare this with the volume of stable coins. That would give you some assessment if people are actually parking a lot of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies onto stable coins. Unfortunately, guys, that is not what I'm seeing since the last 2 weeks. Now, so far as the volume of decentralized exchange is concerned, Uniswap is number 1, and its volume is $1.47 billion. PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 2nd. Its volume is $604.40 million. Radium is at number 3rd. Its volume is less than $500 million mark at only $438.17 million. Orga, guys, is at number 4th. Its volume is $292.47 million. And Core Finance, guys, its volume is $253.46 million. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, this number should have definitely been at least 2 or 3 times of what it is. That would mean that people are using a lot of decentralized exchange. Mind you, guys, you're talking about decentralized exchange volume for the entire world that is operating 24/7, 365 days. Definitely not looking good. Now, another metric, unfortunately, which is not looking good is the volume of stable coins. It is down to $47.73 billion. And as of today, guys, stable coins is accounting for 91.96% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. So look, guys, the volume of stable coins is low and it is accounting for a higher percentage. So it is definitely not ideal, isn't it? So it is double whammy, and unfortunately the negative way. And that, to be honest, guys, is definitely not good, isn't it? Now, so far as the volume of Tether USDT is concerned, it is leading the pack with $39.47 billion. Circle USDC's 24-hour volume, guys, is at $4.02 billion. And FDUSD, its volume is $3.15 billion. Now, let me quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin's dominance, guys, is pretty much the same as yesterday, and so is Ethereum's dominance as well. Bitcoin's dominance is 53.20%, whereas Ethereum is at 17.90%. Now, so far as the market cap is concerned, guys, that is also pretty much the same as yesterday. Bitcoin's market cap is $1.22 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap is at $410 billion. Now, so far as the 24-hour trading volume is concerned, guys, looks like Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume has gone down, isn't it? Today it is at $9.48 billion, whereas Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume since the last 24 hours is more than double of Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume at $20.24 billion. Now, this week, guys, what I'm doing is I'm reading out the top 3 gainers and top 3 losers since the last 24 hours. Now, the number 1, guys, which has gained the most is a token called as Beam, and since the last 24 hours, it is up by 9.2%. The second one, guys, is Near Protocol. It is up by 5.7%. And the third one is Akash Network, and it is up by 5.4%. Now, look, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if these tokens will be in the top 3 losers tomorrow. Now, the number 1 token that has been hit the most since the last 24 hours is BitTensor, and it is down by 14.2%. Aave, guys, surprisingly is down as well. It is down by 7.8%. And finally, guys, the number 3rd, which is hit the most, is Bread Token, and it is down by 5.40%. Now, if I'm not mistaken, guys, Bread Token, it has been in the top 3 gainers on few days since the last few weeks, isn't it? These are some unfortunate dangers, guys, with the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? Now, this week, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and dissecting oracles, isn't it? Now, in today's episode, what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and explore some of the use cases and applications of oracles in decentralized finance. So look, guys, it is so critical that we truly understand the difference between centralized oracles and decentralized oracles, and that would give us an idea on what kind of an impact it will have on decentralized finance, isn't it? Now, what I want to do next, guys, is I want to go ahead and touch base on use case and applications of oracles in decentralized finance. Now, look, guys, so far as decentralized finance or DeFi is concerned, they definitely represent the paradigm shift in the financial industry, isn't it? And they aim to create open, permissionless, trustless financial services using blockchain technologies. Now, oracles, guys, they play a vital role in decentralized finance, and they do that by bridging the gap between blockchain-based smart contracts and real-world data and events. Now, this integration, guys, enables DeFi platforms to operate autonomously and execute complex financial transactions securely and transparently. Now, oracles, guys, can definitely be a massive role so far as price fees and asset valuation is concerned. So far as price fees is concerned, guys, oracles provide crucial real-time price feeds from external sources, including cryptocurrency exchanges, traditional financial markets, and decentralized data providers. Now, these price feeds, guys, are essential for DeFi platforms to accurately determine the value of assets, thereby enabling and calculating exchange rates and execute trades on decentralized exchanges or DEXs. Now, so far as asset valuation is concerned, DeFi protocols rely on oracles to assess the value of assets used as collateral for loans, liquidity provisions, and other financial instruments, isn't it? An accurate asset valuation, guys, ensures that loans are adequately collateralized, reducing the risk of default and enhancing the stability of the DeFi ecosystem. Now, so far as decentralized exchange is concerned, guys, let me go and touch base on AMMs, that is automated market makers, and liquidity provision. Now, so far as automated market makers or AMM is concerned, automated market makers in decentralized exchanges use oracles to obtain real-time price data for setting exchange rates and effectively managing liquidity pools, and oracles continuously provide price updates, allowing automated market makers to facilitate seamless token swaps and liquidity provisioning without relying on centralized authority. Now, so far as liquidity provision is concerned, liquidity providers leverage oracles to monitor market prices and adjust their positions with liquidity pools, and oracles ensure that liquidity provision remains balanced and efficient, optimizing trading opportunities and minimizing slippage for users on decentralized exchange platforms. Now, so far as derivatives and synthetic assets is concerned, guys, oracles enable DeFi platforms to offer derivative tradings such as options, futures, and swaps by providing accurate and timely data on the underlying asset prices and market conditions. And smart contracts, guys, they use oracle data to automatically settle derivative contracts, thereby ensuring transparency and reducing counterparty risks. Now, so far synthetic assets is concerned, DeFi protocols utilizes oracles to secure synthetic assets that mirror the value of real-world assets, commodities, or even indices, and oracles, guys, play a crucial role in pricing and maintaining the peg of synthetic assets to the underlying counterparts, thereby expanding access to diverse financial instruments within the DeFi or decentralized finance ecosystem. Now, what role does oracle play so far as lending and borrowing platforms is concerned? I'd like to touch base on interest rates and also liquidation and collateralization. Now, so far as interest rates is concerned, oracle supply interest rate data from decentralized money markets, thereby enabling lending platforms to dynamically adjust borrowing and lending rates based on market demands and supply conditions. And this data-driven approach, guys, ensures competitiveness and transparent interest rates, fosters liquidity and participation in lending protocols. Now, so far as liquidity and collateralization is concerned, DeFi platforms employ oracles to monitor the value of collateral assets pledged by borrowers, and in the event of price fluctuation or market volatility, oracles trigger automated liquidation processes to protect lenders from potential defaults and maintain the stability of lending protocols. Now, let me go ahead and touch base, guys, what role oracles can actually play so far as insurance and risk management is concerned, and I can touch base on two things, guys, that is parametric insurance and risk assessment. Now, so far as parametric insurance is concerned, oracles facilitate parametric insurance contracts by providing real-time data on specific events or conditions such as weather patterns or flight delays. Now, smart contracts, guys, use oracle data to automatically trigger insurance payouts without the need for manual claims processing, thereby enhancing efficiency and transparency in the insurance services. Now, so far as risk assessment is concerned, DeFi protocols leverage oracles for real-time assessment and management, incorporating external data such as asset volatility, market liquidity, and economic indicators, and oracles, guys, enable DeFi platforms to implement robust risk management strategies, thereby ensuring the security and sustainability of financial operations. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding oracles so far as different use cases concerned. Now, what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and discuss future trends and innovations so far as oracles is concerned. Now, look, guys, continuous advancements in oracle security, including multi-source data aggregation, cryptographic proofs, and decentralized validation mechanism, will bolster the reliability and trustworthiness of oracle solutions in DeFi, and strengthening oracle security protocols, guys, is extremely crucial for mitigating risks that are associated with data manipulation and ensuring the integrity of financial transactions. And guys, as the DeFi ecosystem expands across multiple blockchain networks, the demand for cross-chain oracles will rise. Now, cross-chain oracles facilitate interoperability and data exchange between different blockchain platforms, isn't it? Thereby enabling seamless asset transfers, liquidity provision, and financial services across decentralized networks. Now, so far as real-world asset integration is concerned, guys, I do feel that future developments may focus on integrating oracles with real-world assets, such as, let's say, stocks, commodities, and real estate. Now, look, guys, one trend which I'm observing is the buzzword regarding tokenization. Now, the only reason why people are talking about tokenization is because Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, in one of the interviews with CNBC, did actually state that he does not care so much about the approval of spot Bitcoin ETF, but he's definitely really excited about tokenization. Now, the interview, guys, is just 6 minutes long, and that just shows the power of Larry Fink and BlackRock. Everyone, guys, in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space is harping about tokenization. So it's going to be really interesting to see the role of distributed or decentralized oracles and how it impacts tokenization. Now, oracles, guys, will enable DeFi platforms to offer diversified financial products and also investment opportunities that bridge traditional and digital finances, thereby expanding the utility and adoption of decentralized finance globally. So look, guys, oracles are fundamental to the growth of functionality of decentralized finance, isn't it? They empower smart contracts to securely interact with real-world data and external events, from price feeds and asset valuation to derivative tradings, lending protocols, and insurance services. Oracles facilitate a wide range of innovative financial applications within the blockchain ecosystem. And as DeFi continues to evolve, guys, advancements in Oracle technology will drive new use cases, thereby enhancing operational efficiency and foster a more inclusive and accessible financial system for users worldwide. And look, guys, I do feel the integration of reliable and secure Oracle solutions is critical for realizing the full potential of decentralized finance and transforming traditional financial services into decentralized, transparent, and community-driven platforms. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding the different use cases and applications of oracles in decentralized finance. If you do have any points to add, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Now, guys, let's look at the king of all kings. And unfortunately, guys, the price of Bitcoin has marginally gone down since the last 24 hours. It is down by 1.45%, and the price of Bitcoin is at $62,009. Now, since the last 7 days, guys, it is marginally up by 0.17%. Ethereum, guys, is at $3,419. Now, look, guys, there were rumors stating that Ethereum spot trading will start from 2nd of July. Unfortunately, guys, those were just rumors, isn't it? Now, look, guys, I do feel once we get some news regarding the actual date on when the Ethereum spot trading will actually kick off, it'll definitely impact the price of Ethereum, and along with that, guys, it'll definitely pump up the price of Bitcoin as well. Now, so far as Ethereum is concerned, guys, since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.61%. Since the last 7 days, it is marginally up by 0.47%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, is at $575. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is up by 0.22%. Since the last 7 days, it is up by 0.34%. Now, look, guys, so far as Binance is concerned, almost 18 months ago, someone did actually ask me, is Binance much bigger than Bitcoin as well? And to be honest, guys, at that point of time, Binance as an ecosystem was definitely much stronger than Bitcoin, because Binance also had a stable coin called as BUSD. Now, unfortunately, guys, regulators going after Binance and CZ has definitely put a minor dent on Binance, isn't it? And roughly around a week ago, guys, I did actually talk about Binance. So far as the use case is concerned, it is still leading the pack by a really massive margin, but so far as the customer engagement and the number of customers is concerned, it has mildly gone down. Now, there is a massive news, guys, regarding Binance, and in a significant legal decision, guys, US Federal Judge Amy Berman Jackson dismissed several major claims by the Security and Exchange Commission against Binance, which, as we know, guys, is the largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume, isn't it? Now, central to the ruling, guys, was the rejection of Security and Exchange Commission assertion that the crypto tokens themselves qualify as securities, undermining the SEC's broader enforcement strategy against the crypto market. Now, the court, guys, has determined that the US Security and Exchange Commission did not sufficiently demonstrate the secondary market sale of Binance's BNB tokens constituted security transactions, emphasizing that the purchasers did not necessarily buy Binance BNB coin with the expectation of profit, which as we know guys is a key criterion for the Harvey test, isn't it? Additionally guys, the court also dismissed the claim that Binance's fiat-backed stablecoin, that is BUSD, should be classified as an investment contract, recognizing that stablecoins generally do not meet the necessary conditions for such classification. Now look guys, while the SEC's claim that the direct sale of Binance BNB might be security transactions were allowed to proceed, the ruling overall challenges the SEC's regulatory reach and its approach to crypto enforcement, advocating for more consistent and clear regulation to avoid stifling the growth and innovation within the cryptocurrency industry. Now look guys, so far as Binance BUSD is concerned, it has ceased operation completely, isn't it? Now look, so far stablecoins is concerned guys, there used to be quite a lot of war going on between Tether USDT, Circle USDC and Binance BUSD as well. And guys, Binance BUSD's volume used to overtake the volume of Circle USDC by a really long volume, and Binance BUSD's volume guys used to overtake the volume of Circle USDC by a really massive volume. Now there are rumors and talks guys that Circles were the one who did go ahead and feed information to Security and Exchange Commission, and because of that the Security and Exchange Commission started to go after Binance BUSD. Now me guys, what I definitely feel, the only reason why regulators and Security and Exchange Commission are going after Binance as CZ is because FTX kind of collapsed because of CZ's tweet, isn't it? What I'd really recommend you to do is guys, go back in time and try to check the actual tweet that CZ said regarding buying the tokens of FTX, and it was a single tweet that actually led to the collapse of FTX. Well, technically it wasn't his tweet, but Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend's tweet, who did actually state that she will be willing to buy the shares that Binance BNB had. So quite a lot of drama regarding that, but nonetheless guys, fast forward to 2024, FTX is completely collapsed, Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail, and the entire FTX debacle guys, it was an absolute 100% scam, isn't it? And it's no surprise guys that Sam Bankman-Fried was an extreme left-leaning donor as well, and he was heavily donating funds to Joe Biden and the left-leaning politicians. Now look guys, when he tried to go out and attack left-leaning politicians, they definitely use the political power to go against presidential candidates and also for competitors, isn't it? And that is exactly what they did so far as Binance is concerned, and also Binance BUSD guys. Because look, I very specifically remember I used to discuss going back to 2021 and 2022 that in the next 3 years, that is 2024 and 2025, who would be the leader so far stablecoins is concerned. And based on the numbers guys, looks like Binance BUSD could have probably overtaken Circle USDC. So those are my honest thoughts. Now regarding this news guys, Binance at this point of time do not have any clarity from SEC as to what is it that they expect so far stablecoin issuers' point of view is concerned. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys what kind of reaction stablecoin issuers have regarding this. Now look guys, in today's episode I'm discussing quite a lot of news regarding stablecoins, isn't it? We've touched base on Binance and Binance's stablecoin, that is BUSD. Now let's talk about Tether USDT guys. And Tether, they have signed Memorandum of Understanding with BTguru to drive digital asset education in Turkey. This, to be honest guys, is definitely a positive news. And what happened guys is on the 2nd of July 2024, Tether Operations Limited and BTguru, they signed a Memorandum of Understanding to promote digital asset education in Turkey. Now this aligns with Tether's EDU's goals of making education globally accessible and preparing individuals for the digital age, and the Memorandum of Understanding guys aims to introduce blockchain and peer-to-peer technology benefits to stakeholders, engage with financial institutions in Turkey, and also explore asset tokenization and regional payment network. Now this initiative guys leverages Turkey's significant cryptocurrency adoption to further enhance digital asset education, and Tether's CEO, that is Paulo Adriano, and BTguru partner, that is Ken Bergmes, have definitely expressed excitement about the potential impact on Turkey's financial landscape. Now if you do need the official information guys, it is published via Tether's blog and it is in the show notes below. Now guys, let's discuss another news that is connected to stablecoin and Paxos guys. They have received full approval from Monetary Authority of Singapore, that is MAS, and because of this guys, Paxos will be able to offer digital payment token services as a major payment institution. Now this approval allows Paxos to issue stablecoins in compliance with Monetary Authority of Singapore's upcoming stablecoin framework, making Singapore the third market alongside the US and UAE where Paxos can operate regulated stablecoin services. Now DBS Bank guys has been selected as Paxos' primary banking partner for cash management and custody for stablecoin reserves, ensuring regulatory compliance and fostering wider adoption of secure financial solutions in the digital asset ecosystem. And the official link guys is via Paxos' blog, which is in the show notes below. Now guys, let's discuss some interesting news, and that is by the censorship king, the founder of Twitter, the former CEO and now CEO of a company called Block. Now look guys, I'm definitely not liking Jack Dorsey talking about freedom of speech. Now Jack Dorsey guys does actually believe that Bitcoin could become a global currency within 15 years, replacing or completing the US dollar. Now according to the censorship king guys, he sees it evolving from a store of value to widely used, permissionless currency offering more control and freedom than government-issued money. Now look guys, what I really am not liking is that he actually said this at an exclusive gathering that was hosted at a castle in Tuscany, Italy. Now Rick Rubin guys, one of the legends of house music producers is concerned, he was in the audience as well. But look, Jack Dorsey, when he was the CEO of Twitter, he was the one who was censoring people. Now look guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is go to YouTube and type in Jack Dorsey Tech and Freedom. It is so ironic that he's the one who's talking about freedom of speech, and what he's saying is that we should not be talking about freedom of speech. What he's saying is that we should be talking about free will. And according to him guys, listen to this, he's saying that big institutions are kind of manipulating your data and information, and you do not have access to free will. Now look guys, you need to remember that Jack Dorsey is part of the institution, and he's talking about other institutions. He's giving name of other projects and protocols like Instagram. He's also talked about TikTok. But remember guys, he was the CEO of Twitter, and Twitter guys used to censor political views from right-wing ideologies or conservators. Him talking about freedom of speech is absolutely idiotic, isn't it? Now look, so far as Bitcoin is concerned, he definitely does make some valid points, and looks like he's definitely learned quite a lot of things regarding Bitcoin. But look guys, I hate saying this, a lot of the multi-billionaires like Jack Dorsey, Michael Saylor, they have acquired a lot of Bitcoins. What they want to do is, they want the followers to go out and buy more Bitcoin, and the answer to that is pretty simple guys. Once they do that, the demand for Bitcoin will increase, isn't it? And once people go out and buy more Bitcoin, their existing net worth in Bitcoin will increase. That is the only answer to it. The last person to talk about freedom of speech or anything to do with free will is actually Jack Dorsey, isn't it? Look at what Elon Musk has done to Twitter guys. If you need more information, go to Google on YouTube and type in Twitter files, and you would know the notorious activities that was going on when Jack Dorsey was involved. He of all people should be the last person to talk about freedom of speech, and I definitely don't think so he should be an advocate of Bitcoin in my opinion. Let me know guys whether you agree to it or disagree to it. Now look guys, I absolutely hate when people like Jack Dorsey, Michael Saylor, and even Alex Mashinsky, what they tend to do is guys, in their speeches and interviews, they talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a way where big companies and entities do not take full control over your data. You need to remember guys, that these are the guys who are the ones who are actually managing these companies. So look, when you hear these guys talk so much bash about big companies, you need to ask these questions. Aren't they part of the same institution? It is so ironic that these guys are the ones who are lecturing people about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Me personally guys, I definitely am not liking it. What I'd really recommend you to do is listen to people like Andreas Antonopoulos, listen to some of the YouTube influencers as well, as long as they do not give any price prediction. Listen to let's say Crypto R Us, and you can also listen to the Blockchain DXB podcast as well. At least I do not make any price predictions, and I would never tell you to go out and buy even Bitcoin for that matter. That is my honest rant regarding Jack Dorsey. So those are some macro level news guys on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is definitely a positive one, and that has to do with Social 5. And the news essentially is that Lovely, they have secured full operational license from Russell Kema DAO to revolutionize social finance in United Arab Emirates. So let me go ahead and give out more information guys, because Lovely guys is a UAE-based social monetization platform, and they have received a full operational license from the Emirate of Russell Kema, and the governing body issuing the license is RAGDAO, also called as Russell Kema Digital Asset Oasis. And RAGDAO guys is the world's first free zone with common law features supporting digital asset companies, and the license allows Lovely to conduct non-regulated activities under the social finance category. Then Lovely guys, they aim to disrupt the $250 billion creator economy, and they were founded in 2023 by Faraz Zafar and Dave Capital, and they are targeting digital creators, influencers and online brands, and they have secured $6 million in strategic investment round from an upcoming token launch. Now they are backed by Phoenix Group, guys, and Cypher Capital. Now so far as Levely is concerned, guys, they offer monetization tools like content membership and social commerce, and Ragdow CEO, that is Dr. Samir Ansari, has welcomed Levely as a licensed social fi platform, and Farah Zafar, guys, who's the CEO of Levely, has emphasized the commitment to empowering the digital creators globally, and they plan to launch their mobile application in Q4 of 2024, followed by a token launch. Now Ragdow, guys, they provide a legislative framework simplifying operations for digital asset companies, and Levely's strategic focus includes expanding impact with Web3 community and MENA region. Now look, guys, I really am not sure how the social finance would actually work, because clearly looks like it is an extremely centralized protocol and project, isn't it? So let me see, guys. I'll drop them an email. I'll ask them what is it that they're trying to build. Now the platform, guys, targets underrepresented digital creators with Web3 powered monetization tools, and Phoenix Group, guys, they recently acquired 25% stake in Levely, and the platform, guys, supports features like community building, live streaming, and service monetization. Now the company's vision aligns with fostering a more profitable digital presence for its users, and Ragdow, guys, they facilitate innovation and economic growth in UAE's digital sector. And so far as the license is concerned, Levely's operational license marks a significant milestone in its growth strategy. So definitely positive news for them, I guess. But look, guys, at this point of time, I really am not content. I definitely need to go ahead and do more research. And let me do one thing, guys. Let me go ahead and drop the CEO an email, and let's see if I can get them on the podcast so I can go ahead and dissect and get more information. Now, guys, let's discuss second news. Now, this news, guys, was actually mentioned via Twitter or X by Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Executive Council. And what he actually tweeted, guys, is that Dubai will host ICCV 2029, which is the world's premier computer vision and AI conference. So let me go ahead and give out more information, guys. What I'd really recommend you to do is definitely follow him via Twitter, because Dubai has won the bid to host ICCV 2029. Now ICCV, guys, is the world's foremost conference on computer vision and artificial intelligence. Now the event, guys, will draw over 15,000 industry leaders, experts and officials, and the conference will shape the global future of artificial intelligence and computer vision. Now Dubai, guys, is renowned for its thriving innovation ecosystem, isn't it? And the city is known for its exceptional hospitality as well. In ICCV 2029 will advance Dubai's vision for technological innovation, and the event supports the UAE's ambition to become a global AI leader. Now so far as the Emirate of Dubai is concerned, guys, it definitely provides an ideal setting for meeting tech minds, and this conference will definitely contribute to the future of technology in Dubai, and it will play a pivotal role in AI revolution. Now this event, guys, definitely aligns with UAE's efforts to become a major AI player as well. And ICCV 2029 is expected to bring significant attention to Dubai as well, and the event will gather a global audience of tech enthusiasts. Now look, guys, Dubai's infrastructure and innovation makes it an ideal host, isn't it? Where promises are made and promises are always kept, and this conference will definitely bolster Dubai's status as a tech hub. So definitely positive news, not just for Dubai, guys, but also for the entire Middle East as well. So it's great to see that United Arab Emirates is definitely leading the pack so far as AI revolution is concerned. So those were the news, guys, from cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go ahead and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, blockchain, metaverse, central bank digital currencies, and even artificial intelligence. Now for the next few minutes, guys, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. I have a question by Frank who asks, do you think Bitcoin can realistically become a global currency within the next 15 years? Now the answer to that is yes, but me personally, Frank, I definitely would not like to see that, and the answer to that is pretty simple. Look, over 90% of the Bitcoin supply is already in the hand of multi-billionaires, celebrities, and influencers. Now we talk so much about peer-to-peer electronic cash system, where transactions should happen peer-to-peer, isn't it? But when you talk about Bitcoin, a lot of the accumulation is already in the hands of multi-billionaires, celebrities and early influencers. Keeping that thing in mind, I would definitely not want to see Bitcoin as a global currency, and that is one of the reasons I always say when you listen to so-called influencers, let's say like Jack Dorsey or let's say Michael Saylor, the only reason why they're boasting that is they have already acquired Bitcoin. And look, it goes back to the supply and demand of Bitcoin, isn't it? We know the supply of Bitcoin is fixed, so what they want to do is they want their followers to go out and buy more Bitcoin, and that is one of the reasons why they keep on boasting about the price of Bitcoin as well. They keep on saying that the price of Bitcoin will touch $200,000, 1 million coin. Some have even predicted that the price of Bitcoin could reach $10 million. The only reason why they want to do that is because they want the followers to go out and buy more Bitcoin, and in doing so the price of Bitcoin will increase and their own existing network will increase. That is my honest thought. Now apart from that, central bank digital currencies, whether we like it or not, Frank, they are definitely going to get mainstream adoption. Now look, I am definitely not a fan of central bank digital currency. As a matter of fact, central bank digital currency is exactly opposite of what Bitcoin is. So keeping that thing in mind, I definitely don't think so that Bitcoin can realistically become a global currency, but at the same time it should not become a global cryptocurrency as well. But look, there are certain factors that will play a crucial role in determining the outcome, so we need more regulatory clarity. And for Bitcoin to be widely adopted, clear and supportive regulatory frameworks need to be established. This would probably help mitigate risk and encourage mainstream adoption. So far as technological advancements is concerned, Frank, ongoing improvements in Bitcoin scalability, transaction speed and energy efficiency are essential, so solutions like Lightning Network are already addressing some of these challenges, isn't it? But further advancements are definitely necessary to support global usage, and also we need to discuss the adoption and integration of Bitcoin and increased adoption of businesses, governments and financial institutions will drive Bitcoin's legitimacy as a currency. Now the only country I can think of that has adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender is El Salvador, isn't it? There is a very high possibility that other countries might be able to do that as well. Now look, so far as El Salvador accepting Bitcoin as a legal tender hasn't turned out to be profitable for them, and it has been well over 4 years. President Nayib Bukele could have invested that funds probably in artificial intelligence or different technologies, maybe even social media for that matter, and the amount of returns he would have get would have been far superior. Now look, Bitcoin's volatility is a significant barrier as well, isn't it, Frank? So in order for Bitcoin to be accepted as a stable currency, mechanisms to stabilize its value and hedge against volatility will also play an important role for broader adoption. And also when you talk about Bitcoin, more people need to be educated about Bitcoin and its benefits, and once that thing happens, the trust and confidence in using it as a currency will grow. And the only solution I can think of, Frank, is educational initiatives and probably more positive media coverage about Bitcoin rather than shitcoins or meme coins. That is my honest thought. So look, Frank, keeping all these things in mind, me personally, I would definitely not want to see Bitcoin become a global currency, and the biggest threat to Bitcoin right now is central bank digital currency. So let's see how this narrative plays out. But definitely a really interesting question, Frank. Thank you so much for that. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go and check out my website. That is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, and even artificial intelligence. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well. This is followed by 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East, where we cover macro level news from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.